Robert Herjavec on Shark Tank said that being the best at what you do is not a differentiator that's going to set you apart from everybody else. Do you think that applies to attorneys as well? You want to know the answer? Come join me as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. So Shark Tank is a fantastic show where someone with a business goes to these investors and says, listen, give me this amount of money. I promise I'm going to make you even more money. One of the sharks on the show, Robert Herjavec, a very successful man, turned around during one of those pitches and said, listen, being the best at what you do is not a differentiator to differentiate you from any other company that does the same type of service. So now let me ask you this question. Do you think the same exact thing is true for attorneys? We all do the same type of work, whether we're a medical malpractice attorney, whether we're an accident attorney here in New York, or a wrongful death attorney. We all handle the same types of cases. Is being the best a great way to differentiate yourself? I know many attorneys would turn around and say, yes, absolutely. The lawyer who got a $10 million verdict obviously can differentiate himself from an attorney who only has gotten a $50,000 verdict and nothing more. That's a clear way to differentiate yourself. But what about in your marketing messages? Is saying, I'm the best attorney in New York a great way to differentiate yourself? Well, first of all, attorneys can't say that. Can you imagine that? There are ethics in New York that say, listen, an attorney cannot say they are the best. You know why? Because who's to determine who the best is? Is it someone who gets consistent great verdicts? Is it someone who holds your hand and is compassionate and is caring and listens to everything you have to say? There are many different ways to describe who is the best attorney in New York. And that's why an attorney can never say they're the best, because that's considered puffery. So now bring it back to the question I asked in the headline. Is being the best at something a great differentiator at what attorneys do? I would argue the answer is yes, it is. But in your marketing messages, when you're searching for an attorney, you will never see an attorney say that I am the best lawyer in New York, because that's prohibited. Instead, what do you look for? Well, there are many other factors to look for, and that's for a video for another day. But going back to the original headline, is that a great differentiator for a consumer who's searching for an attorney? I would argue the answer is yes. So why do I share that great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on here in a medical malpractice case or an accident case or a wrongful death case as you're searching for an attorney to help solve your legal problem. You know, I realize you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit seeking compensation for the injuries that you suffered, and you've got legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.